Hi everyone, Dervla Clark here. Welcome to this live stream. So today I'm going to ask you the question, where in your life are you playing small? Now, again, this is inspired by Gabrielle Bernstein's book and yesterday evening's exercise, and it just came to me to share it this evening as well. So it's, where can we play small in our lives? And for me, it showed up in areas that I'm not getting out of the house, going to events enough. I told myself I would be on live stream more. I haven't done that for one reason or another. And other ways that we can hide out or play small is even simple things like, are we wearing the same clothes, but yet we have some nice fancy clothes in our wardrobe that we're not wearing because we're afraid to draw attention on ourselves? Are we afraid to speak up? Are we afraid to travel to places because we tell ourselves we can't do it for whatever reason, that we don't have enough money, that we don't have enough time, or that we have to wait until everything falls into place and everything is perfect? Are we telling ourselves that we can't get organised enough? That certainly has been one thing for me over the last few months. It's a different kind of organisation to running your own business as it is to when you're actually been told what to do in an organisation, or you're given tasks and you're given targets and schedules to reach, so you know that you have to do X, Y and Z. Whereas working from home, it's maybe not so easy to get into a rhythm. Certainly when we're starting off, that's my experience. For those of you more experienced out there, you probably have a set up rhythm. For me, it's been very much my healing journey has been the priority, intertwined with taking action in business and learning and training and doing lots of things. So it's not as if I've been sitting idle. I've been actually doing a lot behind the scenes, but I have been playing small and getting myself more visible. Now, I've taken lots of steps to do that, but I know that I can do more. I can be more present on Facebook. I can be more present on Twitter. And, I can tell myself sometimes I don't know what to post. I don't know what to talk about. But it's interesting that when I come on the live streams, how I start talking, and you probably wouldn't get me to shut up after a while. So it's about, what stories are we telling ourselves? What BS stories and beliefs are you holding on to that's keeping you playing small, that's keeping you from leaving that job that you cannot stand, that's draining every single ounce of energy that you have? What story are you telling yourself that you can't be successful and wealthy? What story are you telling yourself that you can't go and travel to countries because you have to wait until the kids are grown up to do that, or you have to wait until you lose weight, or some other excuse that we can come in and tell ourselves? And the ego mind is very tricky. Believe me, I know that it's very tricky, but it's about becoming more aware, doing simple practices to focus on moving through the layers of stuck energy, those limiting beliefs that are holding us back. And a lot of it can be fear of other people judging us. What are they going to say? What are they going to think? They may judge me as being foolish, incompetent, whatever. And I know certainly I had those voices in my head when I started going on live stream and do videos and think, oh my God, if my relations and people see these videos, what are they going to think of me? But you know what? It's not about them. We're not here more than likely to serve those people. We are here to serve our tribe. So by me playing small, by you playing small, we're doing a great disservice to those souls who are out there waiting for us to show up. Because I know that my business is going to be successful. I have no doubt about that. I don't know how it's going to manifest. I don't know the time frames as to, what's going to happen. But I'm showing up every day, and some days I do more than others because I'm not playing small in my health. That's one place I'm not playing small, because I can't afford to. I've got too many warning signs. I've had too many messages from my body to ignore that. So I'm choosing to listen. And that's not always easy sometimes, but that's my priority, because I know that I have to continue to work on myself so that I can be in a better energetic space to support people. And I'm feeling good right now, and that's what I want to build on that momentum. So I'm not playing small in the foods that I eat. I'm nourishing my body with healthy, nutritious foods. So how can you start living more of your life's purpose? How can you up your game? How can you stretch yourself outside your comfort zone, even one little step? And action does not have to be fast and furious. And I mentioned that yesterday in my live stream, because we can get caught up in the masculine energy of doing. And yes, that is essential for any business, because we can have loads of ideas, but if we don't take action, well, the clients and the abundance are not going to manifest. However, if we get too lost in the doing, we can lose sight of ourselves. We can lose sight of where we're playing small, what bullshit stories we're telling ourselves, what we need to move through, what we need to let go of, maybe relationships we need to let go of. I'm talking about maybe friendships that don't serve us any longer. Are you playing small in the level of friendships that you're allowing into your life? Are you playing small in the environments that you spend your time in? I no longer go to environments that don't serve me. And if people don't understand that, well, that's their shit, not mine, basically. And I don't mean to be heartless, because that's as far from who I am. If anything, I'm over caring, over deliver, but it's not at the expense of my heart and soul now. I'm done with that. That story lived for too long, and thankfully I had the courage and the will to take the step and to leave a job that was toxic for me. And I urge you that if you're in the same situation, or if there's something in your business that you feel is not working, is not serving your energy, is not helping you to expand and grow and share the true essence of who you are, if it's not doing that, if it's keeping you small energetically, if it's keeping you feeling tired, feeling overwhelmed, feeling burnt out maybe, feeling frustrated, feeling impatient, irritable, angry, however it shows up for you, please stop and listen. I could write a book on this, and maybe someday that's part of my purpose. I don't know, but I get very passionate about this. I really, really feel, we've been given one shot of this life in this body, and we have a choice. We can stay stuck and follow the crowd, a crowd that's not resonating with us, or we can step outside our comfort zone, feel uncomfortable, and sometimes it feels really uncomfortable. But when we move through it, we can look back and say, yes, I did it. Yes, I have grown in ways that I couldn't have imagined. And I can say that I can look back now, from the day that I started my EFT training, to looking at myself right here, right now, in my home office, the office that I always knew when my children were young. I used to stand and look inside this room, and I used to say to myself, or I had that inner knowing, someday I will work from that office. This room is gone from a creche to a bedroom to a playroom, but this is the transition. It's now my home office. So listen to your soul guidance, listen to your heart and soul. And sometimes others may think we're making a wrong decision, but only you deep in your heart and soul can know what's right for you. Now, and I do believe that we need support to move through this stuff as well. And that's why I love energy work, because it has helped me to move through so many blocks, so many fears, so many limitations. And I would not be sitting here talking to you on a live stream if I didn't practice what I preach. And I am a firm believer that any of us who are doing energy work with clients, the priority for us is to work on our own energy and to keep our own vibe high so that we can hold that sacred space. And it is very much a sacred space for anyone who comes to work with me, who entrusts me with their energy, with their time, with their money. I really appreciate that. And I ask you, if you're not doing so already, stop for a moment, take out your journal and ask yourself, where am I playing small? Do you want to wear certain kind of clothes or put a pink colour in your hair but you're afraid of being judged? Well, you know what? Go for it. Just go for it and listen to your heart and soul. And maybe write down, what BS story have I been telling myself? What story is running in my energy system, in my subconscious mind, that is not serving me? And we've been born into families, and some families are, you know, amazingly loving and supportive and giving, and other families are challenging to grow up in. And my family was certainly challenging to grow up in. And it's not that there wasn't love, but it was challenging. And I'm not ready to share those stories yet, but someday I will. But it was a blessing because it brought me, as a highly sensitive person, to go through deep emotional pain that manifested as physical dis-ease in my body, to wake up, to smell the roses, and to start turning my life around. And that's what I have done. That's what I'm continuing to do. So if I can do it, you can do it too. Now, as you can see, I really am passionate about this stuff. And I know I've no live viewers at the moment, and that's fine. Whoever is meant to listen to this replay will listen to this replay. Whoever I am meant to serve will find me. They will show up. So I ask you to stop playing small, show up for you, show up for those people you're here to serve. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, stressed out, anxious, give me a call. We'll have a chat, a 30-minute discovery call. My compliments to you, and we'll see how I can best support you and if we're a right fit to work together. And if we're not, I will tell you honestly, I've done it before. I may possibly do it again. I don't work with people who I feel I'm not the right person to serve. I've referred other people on to other practitioners who I feel are a better match for them. So it's all about being authentic. It's about not sabotaging ourselves. It's about being gentle with ourselves and balancing the feminine and the masculine energy, balancing the time, the quiet time with the doing time, and listening to our bodies and listening to the whispers, because if you don't listen to those whispers will become so loud that you cannot ignore them. And that's what happened to me. I was listening to a certain level, but actually the turning point for me was one day I felt extremely unwell. I was continuing to go into work. I was continuing to feel very tired of myself, unwell in many different ways, and I had to lie down and try to fall asleep at lunchtime. That happened maybe last autumn sometime. That was the moment when I vowed to myself, this is not the way I want to live. I am doing something about this. I am handing in my notice. I have to leave, because I knew that if I didn't leave, that my health would have suffered. And possibly, I firmly believe that if I did not leave when I did, I would be bedbound with chronic fatigue. And I had been there with the chronic fatigue before, and I've had fatigue this year to move through, because I really feel my body is letting go of all the toxic energy that I actually couldn't process not just from work, there's other life issues as well that contribute, but certainly being in a working environment that was not serving my heart and soul, that I couldn't help people on a deeper level, was soul destroying, was chipping away at me day by day by day. So that moment for me, when I lay in the car, not being able to drive confidently, that's the truth. I really struggled in driving back to work that day. I swore to myself, this is it. This is not how I want to live. I do not want to spend my life lying down in a car park at lunchtime. You see, I didn't even think I was going to share this on the live stream today, but obviously I meant it. So there you go. But that's what it is. So I came home that evening and I said to my husband, I have to leave. I have to leave. Now, there were big decisions to be made. It wasn't all sunshine and roses emotionally for either of us, but I have no doubts, and he has stood by me relentlessly and supported me in my decision, and that I'm forever grateful for. So don't ever think that there isn't support out there for you to move through whatever challenge you're going through. And some people have massive challenges to move through at the moment. So reach out, look for support, take the helping hand, make a vow to yourself today to stop playing small, to take care of yourself, to look after the relationship with yourself, because when you do that, when you look after your self-care, your partner, your children, the ripple effects are massive in that. You know, our children mimic us. So if a parent is going to be loving and kind and caring and nourishes themselves, what are we teaching our children? You know, we don't want to teach our children to abuse themselves. And abuse themselves can be abuse ourselves through the thoughts we think, through the environment that we live in, work in, through the foods that we eat, through the places that we go. You know, I could go on and on. So that's my live stream for today. And I would love your feedback. Can you resonate with anything I've said? And, you know, I plan to do more tapping on this, and I would love more interaction so that the tapping can be more free flow. So just click on live notifications at the end of this video. Share it with your friends. If you know any business owners out there, whether they're new to business, whether they're in business a long time, because it doesn't matter. Each stage brings its challenges, brings its rewards, brings its ups, brings its downs, brings its curveballs. Success isn't a straight line. Please share it with them, because I know that the work that I do is powerful, and that's not an egotistical comment. The work that I do is powerful. It's transformational. It has transformed my life to this point so far. I've seen it transform family patterns and behaviour. Priceless. Absolutely priceless. So check out more about me. Dervla Clark EFT is my Facebook page. My website is www.dervlaclark.com. You can fill in the form to sign up, to subscribe to my newsletters, my blogs. I'm doing blogs now. I'm learning how to actually email my clients myself. So I plan to achieve that at some point this week. It's on my list. I have a few things ticked off already this week that I had planned to achieve. That's another one of them. So you'll be hearing from me a lot more when I master that part of website management. So sign up, you'll get my blogs. There's an archive of blogs already there, so I would love for you to read them, share them, post a comment, let me know. Let me know how I can support you. You can private message me, you can email me at dervlaclark@yahoo.co.uk. So that's it from me. Have a great evening. It's lovely doing these live streams. I would love it even more if I had live interaction. It's not meant to happen today, and that's perfectly okay. But for the next time, please join me live and we can chat and see how I can support you. So for now, take care, have a great evening, and just start noticing. Start noticing, start looking after yourself more. Self-care is non-negotiable, non-negotiable. You are the most important person in your life, and you cannot be a great husband, partner, father, sibling, business owner if you don't look after yourself. Well, that's maybe not true that you can't. You can be great in many levels, but to be firing on all cylinders, to be working from your true soul essence, we really, really need to be very mindful with our own energy and self-care. So that's it. Take care, and I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.